Good morning, America. For our viewers in the West, the latest on the Epstein files, new developments in a cruise ship mystery, Prince night in the ballroom, and the King's night on the court. Heading to the president's desk, the latest on the bill to release the full Epstein files. But why has President Trump waited?
The president was asked again and again why he doesn't just release these files. What do you think is stopping him?
Rachel Scott with the reaction on Capitol Hill.
President Trump defends the Saudi crown prince during his visit to the White House. Mary Bruce presses them in the Oval Office.
Your Royal Highness, the U.S. intelligence concluded that you orchestrated the brutal murder of a journalist. 9/11 families are furious that you are here in the Oval Office. Why should Americans trust you?
Who are you with?
I'm with ABC News, sir.
This as the president also dismisses concerns about his family's business ties to the kingdom.
New developments in the case of the teenager found dead in singer David's car. Is the popular artist now a suspect?
New surveillance video. 3 men ransacked the home of Cleveland Browns rookie Shedeur Sanders as we learn new details about the 12-minute spree.
Mystery on the high seas. The new twist in the death of a teen on a Carnival cruise ship.
New warning about a growing scam.
Who are you?
I'm the police. All right, just don't put any more money in this machine.
One man deposits tens of thousands of dollars in an ATM popular at stores across the country. What you should do if you think you're being targeted.
Royal return. Princess Kate giving her first speech since her cancer diagnosis.
We believe that we must do all we can to create the conditions for love to flourish. That is how we invest in our future.
The issue close to her heart.
And party like it's Prince night on Dancing with the Stars.
Elaine and Alan with a possibility to win Doves Cry.
Robert Irwin jumping into the highest score of the night. And the king back on his court.
Well, here we go. Welcome back.
Overnight, LeBron James jumping into season 23.
Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Wednesday. Good morning, America.
He's a lot younger than all of us.
Yes, that's right. He's not 80.
We're talking about LeBron James right there. Good morning, America. Hope you all are doing okay.
Lara's live in Nashville this morning ahead of tonight's CMA Awards. She went behind the scenes with host Lainey Wilson. And she has much more from beautiful Music City ahead.
Yeah, we have a lot of news to get to this morning, starting with the House passing a bill ordering the Justice Department to release the Jeffrey Epstein files. After months of wrangling, the vote was nearly unanimous. Final approval from the Senate is expected this morning. Then the measure heads to President Trump for his signature. Our senior political correspondent, Rachel Scott, is tracking the latest on Capitol Hill for us. Good morning, Rachel.
Michael, good morning. And this was a remarkable turn of events after the White House spent months trying to stop this bill. Congress taking sweeping and decisive action to send it to the president's desk. This morning, the White House says the president is preparing to sign the bill to release the full Epstein files after nearly a unanimous vote in the House.
The yeas are 427, the nays are 1.
The Senate taking quick action to get it to the president's desk.
Without objection, so ordered.
But President Trump has had the power to release this all along. Our Mary Bruce asking him, why wait for Congress? Why not just do it now?
I have nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. I threw him out of my club many years ago because I thought he was a sick pervert.
Even some within the president's party raising that same question. The president was asked again and again why he doesn't just release these files. What do you think is stopping him?
He could release them. He should release them today.
Even some Republicans are skeptical those files will ultimately be released. Do you take the president at his word when he says he's going to sign this bill? And do you have confidence that these files will actually be released?
I only take people's actions seriously. No longer words.
Inside the chamber as that vote was going down, an extraordinary moment. Dozens of survivors of Epstein's abuse cheering on. And later at a vigil, they got word the bill had cleared the Senate.
So we're going to have a moment of silence, but I think we should just have a moment of celebration.
Jenna Lisa Jones, who says Epstein molested her when she was just 14, calling for the president to take action.
I voted for you, but your behavior on this issue has been a national embarrassment. It is time to take the honest, moral ground and support the release of these files.
Again, the president could sign this bill as early as today, but there are still major questions on when and how the Justice Department would release those files and just how transparent they would be, Robin.
That is true. All right, Rachel, our thanks to you. Now we have the latest on the Saudi Crown Prince's visit to the White House. This was the first visit by the prince to the U.S. since the CIA found him responsible for the killing of a Washington Post journalist. The president defended the prince when he was pressed on that issue in the Oval Office by our chief White House correspondent, Mary Bruce. Good morning to you, Mary.
Good morning, Robin. Well, the Crown Prince has long been isolated, but President Trump is welcoming him here with open arms, even praising his human rights record. So I asked bin Salman, who rarely faces the press, point blank about that record. And to my surprise, he was prepared to answer, but the president was clearly not happy with my questions. Overnight, President Trump capping the Saudi Crown Prince's lavish visit to Washington with an extravagant dinner.
He has become a true partner for peace and prosperity for our countries and for the world and for peace in the Middle East, which was a crowning achievement for both of us.
Trump welcoming Mohammed bin Salman to the White House for the first time in 7 years, with a parade of horses, a military flyover, and a personal tour, pulling out all the stops. It's a remarkable comeback for the Crown Prince. In 2018, the CIA under Donald Trump determined bin Salman orchestrated the gruesome murder of Saudi dissident and Washington Post journalist Jamal Khashoggi. But President Trump clearly irritated when I asked the Crown Prince about it. Your Royal Highness, the U.S. intelligence concluded that you orchestrated the brutal murder of a journalist. 9/11 families are furious that you are here in the Oval Office. Why should Americans trust you? And the same to you, Mr. President.
Now, who are you with?
I'm with ABC News, sir. The president defending the Saudi leader, saying things happen, even criticizing Khashoggi, the journalist who was murdered and dismembered.
You're mentioning somebody that was extremely controversial. A lot of people didn't like that gentleman that you're talking about. Whether you like him or didn't like him, things happen. But he knew nothing about it, and we can leave it at that. You don't have to embarrass our guest by asking a question like that.
But the Crown Prince, who rarely fields questions, stepping in to answer.
It's been painful for us in Saudi Arabia. We've did all the right steps of investigation, etc., in Saudi Arabia, and we've improved our system to be sure that nothing happened like that. And it's painful, and it's a huge mistake, and we are doing our best that this doesn't happen again.
Trump's own State Department lists multiple human rights violations in Saudi Arabia, ranging from arbitrary or unlawful killings and torture to unjustified prosecutions of journalists. Still, the president heaping praise on the Crown Prince, saying they've, quote, been on the same side of every issue.
I'm very proud of the job he's done. What he's done is incredible in terms of human rights and everything else.
Trump has been eager to deepen ties with Saudi Arabia, ties that could potentially benefit his family's business. The Trump Organization already has multiple projects in Saudi Arabia, including Trump Towers in Jeddah and Riyadh, and a Trump Plaza in the works. In the last year alone, the Trump Organization's Saudi partner pumping more than $20 million into the family business. Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, also has deep business ties to the country. Is it appropriate, Mr. President, for your family to be doing business in Saudi Arabia while you're president? Is that a conflict of interest? The president continues to profit from the family business, but insists there is no conflict.
I have nothing to do with the family business. I have left, and when I've devoted 100% of my energy. What my family does is fine. They do business all over. They've done very little with Saudi Arabia, actually. I'm sure they could do a lot.
And the Crown Prince came here to Washington with a new financial commitment, agreeing to invest almost $1 trillion in the U.S. But that brings no comfort to Jamal Khashoggi's widow, Hanan. I spoke with her yesterday. She, of course, stresses there is no justification for the murder of her husband, and she continues to call for the Crown Prince to apologize.
Which he failed to do yesterday. And Mary, I don't have to tell you, these are extremely challenging times, and thank you for your reporting and your willingness to ask these types of questions. It must be surreal for you, Mary.
It is a little surreal, and Robin, thank you for that, but it is also just our job, and we're
Amen.
going to continue to do that.
Thank you for that, Mary.
And you did it well, Mary. Let's bring in our chief Washington correspondent, Jon Karl. Jon, let's talk about Saudi Arabia first. This was very reminiscent of that Helsinki summit that Trump had with Putin back in 2018, where he defended Putin against the U.S. intelligence findings. Here, he defends the Crown Prince against the U.S. intelligence findings.
Exactly. 8 years ago, the CIA concluded that the Saudi Crown Prince ordered the murder of Jamal Khashoggi, and now Trump And by the way, that was while Trump was president. Back then, Trump told me that Saudi Arabia would have to pay a price for what happened. Now he is absolving the Saudi leader of responsibility for Khashoggi's murder, and even seemed to be suggesting that it may have somehow been justified. A stunning turnaround. But George, I think it's also important to point out that President Biden also warmly greeted the Crown Prince, recognizing that Saudi Arabia is a crucial player in the Middle East and a critical U.S. ally.
Right, but he never denied that the Crown Prince had something to do with the assassination. Let's talk about Jeffrey Epstein. Major political defeat for the president, but we really don't know what's going to happen now with the files.
Yeah, I mean, look, this was a colossal defeat for Donald Trump. He tried mightily to stop the vote, and it passed with only a single member of Congress voting against it. A defeat of this scale has just never happened to Donald Trump before, and frankly, he seems rattled by it. I mean, witness his behavior with Mary Bruce yesterday in the Oval Office. The bill says that the files must be publicly released within 30 days of the president signing it into law. But George, this doesn't mean that we're going to see everything in 30 days. The Department of Justice is going to control this process, and they have at least two ways to obstruct the release of all the files. They can cite an ongoing investigation, and remember, Donald Trump has ordered an investigation into Democrats associated with Epstein, and the Justice Department can heavily redact the materials in the name of protecting the victims. Bottom line, this is not over.
Right. Of course, the president could choose to override that, but we don't know what's going to happen. Jon Karl, thanks very much. Michael?
All right, George, thank you. We're going to turn now to the U.S. military buildup in the Caribbean. ABC News cameras spotted 2 U.S. warships a few miles off the coast of Venezuela. Matt Rivers is in Port of Spain, Trinidad, with more. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning, Michael. We went out with some local fishermen to try and see for ourselves some of these U.S. forces that have moved into this region, and we did find what we were looking for. This is video that we took of 2 U.S. warships just off the coast of Trinidad, a destroyer and an amphibious assault ship, both transiting the narrow strait of water between Trinidad and Venezuela. We know that they were a part of the ongoing joint military exercises taking place this week, including Marines training on land. And overnight, U.S. Southern Command releasing this short video of U.S. warplanes taking off from the USS Iwo Jima, conducting live fire exercises in the Caribbean. And all of this as President Trump continues to weigh whether to strike targets inside of Venezuela as this pressure campaign against the regime of President Nicolas Maduro continues. And, you know, when we saw those 2 warships, in that moment, we could also see the coastline of Venezuela. That is how close those ships came to Venezuela. Just a remarkable show of force, Robin.
Really is. All right, Matt, our thanks to you. Now, breaking news overnight, a massive Russian attack on Ukraine. Let's go to Chief Foreign Correspondent Ian Pannell with the latest on that. Good morning to you, Ian.
Yeah, good morning to you, Robin. It was a devastating night across Ukraine. Russia launching more than 450 attack drones and 48 missiles. A residential apartment block in the west of the country taking a direct hit. Another catching fire. At least 20 people killed, including children, dozens more wounded, the top floors completely destroyed, and this explosion happening overnight in Kharkiv, leaving dozens more injured. Meanwhile, Ukraine firing American-made long-range ATACMS missiles into Russia for the first time. Remember, the Trump administration had imposed a ban on firing these missiles into Russia. And also, now 2 senior U.S. military officials are traveling to Kyiv for talks, and clearly any progress on a ceasefire just can't come soon enough for beleaguered Ukrainians. George.
Ian Pannell, thanks. Now to a major development in the investigation into the body found in the trunk of a car registered to the singer David. Sources tell ABC News that police in Los Angeles now consider him a suspect in the teen's death. Chief Investigative Correspondent Aaron Katersky is here with the details. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning, George. Nobody has been arrested as yet, but sources tell ABC News David is now considered a suspect in the death of Celeste Rivas. The body of the 15-year-old was found badly decomposed in a car registered to the singer-songwriter. The medical examiner's office has still not determined a cause of death. The sources say David, as yet, is not cooperating. The girl's body was dismembered, and investigators are open to the possibility more than one person was involved. The sources said there's no rush here. There is more investigative work to do before any arrest can take place. Investigators have contacted multiple people they believe could be involved. We reached out to David's team. As yet, we have not heard back, Robin.
All right, Aaron, thank you. We're going to turn now to a potential warning sign for our economy after Home Depot posted disappointing earnings. Chief Business Correspondent Rebecca Jarvis going to explain this for us?
Yes, Robin, and we just heard something similar moments ago from Target as well. And these are companies like Home Depot and Target, and we look to them for what they can tell us about the rest of the economy and the overall health, and especially after the shutdown, which significantly delayed reports, the official government reports on jobs and inflation. Home Depot, Target, they're considered bellwethers for the overall economy. Home Depot's sales fell short for the third straight quarter, really for two key reasons. First, the weakness in the housing market and consumer uncertainty. That held back people from home renovations and repairs. And Home Depot says they really saw people across the income spectrum reluctant to take on new projects. The second big issue for Home Depot, according to the company's CEO, is a lack of storm activity. Sam, we got to check with you on this, particularly when you compare it to last year's hurricanes a year ago. They didn't materialize, but they thought customers would stock up on things like roofing, power generators, and other materials that typically sell before and after storms. Neither of those things materialized. And guys, we are seeing this play out in the stock market, but we're also seeing the AI companies, the big tech companies that were so strong this year. They are starting to be weaker as people question whether or not they just went too far too fast.
Wow.
So thankfully, those big storms did develop. They stayed off the shoreline. We're all grateful for that, but sure, it has economic impact.
It does, and it's a very interesting thing. They have to think about this stuff.
Like you said, bellwethers for us. All right. Thank you so much, Rebecca.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate that. And now to the NBA and the return of LeBron James. Sam, I know you stayed up late watching the game. Tell us all about it.
No, Michael, but I did watch a few clips this morning. All right. So normally when I'm going to herald the king, I need a trumpet for this. Oh, here we go. Behold, the king is back in his court, on his court, if you will, with a win. LeBron James holds several NBA records. Most notably, he's the league's all-time leading scorer, the only player to ever top 42,000 points in regular season. And by stepping on the court last night, he officially has another, by the way, the first to ever suit up for 23 seasons. The 40-year-old had been sidelined until last night, battling sciatica, a nerve issue that kind of affects his lower back and then down the right side of his body. If you've ever had it, you know how brutal that is. LeBron had to loosen up a little bit, but had a solid night, if you will. Experts tell me he finished 11 points and 12 assists in 30 minutes of action. Fellow superstar Luka Doncic led the way with 37 points in the 140 to 125 win over the Utah Jazz. The Lakers have been off to a good start, I am told, even without LeBron, thanks to Doncic. Last night's win, improving their record to 11-4.
As you've been told. As you've been told.
Can we get another trumpet?
I thought that's what you were asking for. I didn't know you really had. I could have. It was good.
Oh, here we got it. Thank you, Sam. Coming up, the new twist in the investigation into the death of a Florida teen on a cruise ship. Victor Kendo is standing by with the new developments.
Also ahead, Lara has the latest on a celebrity home burglary spree. Hey, Lara.
Good morning, Michael. We are learning this morning more about the break-in over the weekend at NFL rookie Shedeur Sanders' home. The thieves caught on surveillance, plus two other celebrities targeted when thieves knew they would not be home because of highly publicized events. We'll have that story coming up on GMA.
We'll get back to you in just a bit, Lara, on that. And a man tricked into loading thousands of dollars in cash into an ATM. We're going to show you what happens next.
Coming up, what parents need to know about the new Roblox rules. We got them all for you when we come back, so you stay right there.
Woo! Back here on GMA, what a night on Dancing with the Stars. Fans have been flipping for Robert Irwin all season. He's moving on to next week's big finale. Sam will have the big moments, and we'll hear from the couple going home. Ooh, that's all coming up.
Looking forward to that. Also, Will, you got some more headlines, including what federal officials are now saying about the 2024 Baltimore bridge crash.
Yes, George, good morning. A big discovery here, and here is what's new at 7:30. That cargo ship that crashed into the Key Bridge, causing it to collapse and killing 6 construction workers, lost power due to an improperly installed wire, according to federal officials. The NTSB found the ship was never able to fully recover from the initial blackout because there were safety issues with the machinery and electrical systems on board. And look at this plane going off the runway in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. The plane was carrying a team investigating an accident at a mine that killed 32 people. This accident here on the runway was not fatal. Everyone got off the plane unscathed, and the cause of the incident is under investigation. About 600,000 Hondas are being recalled for two separate issues. 256,000 Accord hybrids are being recalled over a software problem. It can make cars lose power. And earlier this month, Honda recalled over 400,000 vehicles on a separate defect that can cause the wheels to come off. And big joy for two tiny countries, Haiti and Curacao, qualifying for next year's World Cup. Haiti's in for the first time since 1974. They didn't play a single qualifying match at home as the country teetered on anarchy. And Curacao is the smallest country ever to qualify for the World Cup. Robin has a question.
That's where I did my honeymoon, Curacao.
In Curacao. All right. Well, now all 156,000 residents plus Robin and Amber very excited for Curacao.
Have you picked a spot for your honeymoon?
I have, but I'm not telling anyone here.
Nice. I tried.
Yeah,
I tried, America. I tried. Thank you.
Let me get you out of this, Will. Thank you.
Please, yes, carry on with the show.
But we're gonna turn now to a major twist in the investigation to the mysterious death of a Florida high school student aboard a Carnival cruise ship. Court filings now suggest one of her step-siblings could face charges. Victor Okendo has some new developments breaking this morning. Good morning, Victor.
Good morning, Michael. We just learned how Anna Kepner's body was found on that cruise ship. According to a security source briefed on the investigation, authorities are now looking at a number of possibilities for the cause of death, including a possible altercation with her stepbrother or an overdose. This morning, new details in the mysterious death of 18-year-old Anna Kepner, whose body was found aboard the Carnival cruise ship Horizon earlier this month. According to a security source briefed on the investigation, Kepner's body was found under a bed in a blanket covered by life vests. In a new filing in an unrelated family court matter, one of her step-siblings, who is a minor, could face criminal charges in connection to Anna's death. Anna was on the ship with her father, stepmother, and step-siblings when she went missing. According to the Daily Mail, a housekeeper found her body under her bed in a stateroom while the ship was out at sea. Authorities determining she died Friday, November 7th at 11:17 a.m. The new court document saying her stepmother has been advised through discussions with FBI investigators and her attorneys that a criminal case may be initiated against one of the minor children.
That means that there's a greater likelihood, obviously, that they will be charged. We don't know what the evidence is against, let's say, one of the step-siblings. But the next procedure would be they would issue an arrest warrant.
Anna, a high school senior, was planning to graduate in May. Her family says she was a happy and bubbly straight-A student. Carnival Cruise Line telling ABC News they are fully cooperating with the Miami office of the FBI in the investigation. The FBI declined to comment. Investigators are now poring over the ship's security records, camera footage, and access card slides. They're also waiting for full toxicology and autopsy reports. Both of those could take weeks. Guys, still so many questions here.
There are. Okay, Victor. We have new details now on the break-in at NFL rookie Shedeur Sanders' home while he was playing his first game. We're also learning about other celebrity break-ins. Lara has the story. Good morning, Lara.
Hey, good morning again to you, George. Police say this surveillance video shows 3 suspects breaking into Sanders' home as he was making his NFL debut on Sunday. And this is just the latest in a rash of break-ins targeting celebrities whose schedules and events are known publicly. The crooks know there is likely no one home to catch them. This morning, police investigating this surveillance video capturing 3 suspects ransacking the home of Cleveland Browns quarterback Shedeur Sanders.
Sanders rolling right. Now coming back the other way, steps up, and he's got the first down.
The son of legend Deion Sanders was making his NFL debut on Sunday when Medina County law enforcement says the suspects walk out of the tree line into his backyard at 6:46 p.m. According to the police report, once inside, the suspects began a 12-minute spree ransacking Shedeur's bedside nightstands, closet, and also overturning the pillows on his bed before leaving the home at 6:58 p.m. with several bags and items estimated to cost over $200,000.
But you know, I got the rose gold Cuban now.
Shedeur Sanders, seen in this video, showing off expensive jewelry.
It seemed very calculated.
Medina County Sheriff's Captain Eric Boers telling ABC affiliate WEWS Sanders' rear door was unsecured, giving the suspects easy access.
Just an unfortunate oversight. He had a football game that day. Obviously, we're seeing this happen to other pro athletes throughout the country. So it appears that some of these individuals are tracking when these men are at a game and watching the house and knowing they're not there.
Sanders' burglary is just one of multiple high-profile robberies in recent days. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills stars Sutton Strack and Kathy Hilton also victimized.
But it's hard for me to sit there and pretend like everything's great and hunky-dory when it's not. Who is hunky-dory?
The LAPD confirming to ABC News both women's homes in the Bel Air area were robbed this past Saturday. Sutton's representative says thieves made off with millions of dollars worth of items from her home. Some good news for one high-profile victim. Actor Keanu Reeves has received some of his stolen items back after a South American theft group allegedly robbed his home back in December of 2023. Items include a special Rolex from the film John Wick.
And those two Beverly Hills housewives were in Las Vegas over the weekend at the time of their robberies at the highly publicized BravoCon fan convention. In Kathy Hilton's case, her husband, Rick Hilton, he was home at the time, guys, and reportedly told police he saw 3 people on their property before he called 911. By the time police got there, though, the suspects had escaped with their haul.
Oh my gosh, that is so scary. All right, Lara, thank you very much. And we'll get back to you in Nashville in just a little bit. Now, with a new warning about a growing scam, Jay O'Brien joins us with this story and a new case that was caught on police body cam. Jay, this one involves a popular ATM at stores across the country. So glad you're bringing this to light. Good morning.
That's exactly right, Robin. Good morning. For months, we've been investigating Bitcoin ATMs, machines popular at gas stations, supermarkets, and liquor stores. They've now become a favorite tool of scammers. And this morning, one of those scams was caught on camera.
How much money have you put in here?
This is the moment police in Florida found an 80-year-old man depositing tens of thousands of his life savings into what's called a Bitcoin ATM machine.
Do you have any idea how much money you have?
Today, 40,000.
Why?
A cryptocurrency scam caught in real time. The man telling officers he thought he was on the phone with his bank and was told to protect his money by putting it into this machine.
And all that money was put into this machine?
This machine.
The unidentified scammers relentless until police grabbed the phone.
Who are you?
I'm the police. All right, just don't put any more money in this machine. No bank will ever have you do this, sir. They stole your money. Whoever these people are, they stole your money.
An investigation by ABC News in October found dozens of Americans with similar stories, convinced by scammers to send money through a Bitcoin ATM, including 86-year-old Fran Bates, seen here.
Hey, ma'am.
Yes.
Can I talk to you for a second?
Please, I have the bank on the phone.
Okay, let me talk to who you're talking to on the bank.
I'm in danger.
Okay, no, you're not, ma'am. Okay, stop putting money in there.
Bates loading thousands of dollars into the machine until police confront the alleged scammer.
No, you're not.
She was one click away from losing it all.
No, don't click, I'm done. Do not click anything.
They look pretty much like a regular ATM. The difference is you don't really get money out of them. You put money in and buy cryptocurrency.
Data from the FBI shows Americans collectively lost nearly $250 million to these types of scams in 2024, more than double from the previous year. Adam Zarazinski, a crypto forensics expert, has encountered hundreds of these scams.
Do you think these companies know that in large part their ATMs are being used for scam?
Yes. They either know or they're turning a blind eye to it.
Bitcoin ATM vendors say their kiosks include fraud warnings and that they should not be held responsible for the actions of scammers who misuse their machines. But for this victim in Florida, while police intervened quickly,
how do we cancel this?
It wasn't fast enough. He had already reportedly deposited more than $50,000.
Now, experts tell us these scammers thrive on frightening people, making them act quickly before thinking. The best advice here, slow down. Ask yourself, is this person trying to get me to move money somewhere that I normally wouldn't? And if you're concerned, hang up and call your bank's official number to verify the call, guys.
That is the key right there, calling. And don't rely on, because on the scrolls sometimes, because I remember one time with my bank, and they said, check. I was on with the scammer. I didn't know at the time. They said, check your phone. And it came across as the bank. But I was like, wait a minute. I hung up. I called my bank. That wasn't the number. They can fake the number and scroll it like that.
And it's
so,
on the back
Jay,
of
thank
your
you,
card.
Jay.
It's always on the back of your card, the number.
Yeah.
And if you have the time, go to the bank.
Absolutely.
Hang up and just
Also
go to the
good.
bank in person.
You're right.
All right, thank you, Jay. And like you said, I'm glad he brought that to light.
The big Dancing with the Stars finale is all set, Sam.
Oh, here we go. And I'm going to use it again because I loved it so much. Dancing with the Stars celebrated Prince Night with hits that made us want to party like it was 1999. Robert Irwin at the top of the leaderboard with the highest score of the night. Look at this crazy move. He and his partner Whitney snuck into their jive to Baby I'm a Star. Wait, I don't even know what that is. And over somebody's body, Ginger, can we try that?
Yes, we
All right,
should.
and Carrie Ann bowing down to the floor to Elaine Hendricks after her fierce Paso Doble. When Doves Cry was the song, and there were so many surprises in the ballroom with 6 couples vying to be in next week's finalists. First, ladies and gentlemen, a rare Zac Efron sighting. Cheering on his brother Dylan, then Whitney Levitt was put on the spot admitting she only returned to the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives for the opportunity to be on Dancing. That didn't go over well. But the biggest shocker, Whitney and Mark Ballas. Mark, I love you. A front-running couple of the whole season at the top of the leaderboard. 8 out of 10 weeks were sent home last night.
No.
I know, Robin, I understand. And here's what Whitney had to say.
It's going to sound cheesy, but I truly feel like it's changed my life, and I will forever be so grateful for that.
Yeah. And Mark, don't miss the big season finale of Dancing with the Stars on Tuesday at 8 Eastern, right here on ABC and Disney+.
You know what it's like to get this far, don't
This
you?
far, and then in the finale, the pressure just keeps growing. So I wish them all a lot of luck. Dylan really danced for his brother, by the way. He was really good last night.
Notice I said she knows how it.
I'm glad you did that, not me.
I had a week. I lasted at least a week.
Oh, Lara's in Nashville. We'll check in with her when we come back. I couldn't resist. Good morning, America. It's 8 a.m. Record holiday travel heats up. With just over a week until Thanksgiving, Gio Benitez has the latest on another record-breaking year. How much bookings went up after the shutdown ended, and a key tip for travelers.
The rise of ultra-processed foods. A new warning out this morning, and a look at how groceries here in the U.S. compare to those abroad. What's really in our food? From ketchup to sliced bread and canned ravioli. Plus how you have the power to change what's on your plate.
The high cost of hanging out.
I was super flaky because I was broke.
With friendships taking the fall for hard financial times, one woman's solution for getting together without breaking the bank.
And we're turning the floor into a zoo.
And going wild.
You have a lot going on. Really?
Busy gazelle.
One-on-one with Shakira. And she's saying,
Good morning, America. Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Wednesday. Good morning, America.
We are looking forward to Janae's conversation with Shakira coming up. Also, Lara is in Nashville. The countdown is on to country's biggest night. Good morning to you, or should I say howdy there, partner.
The CMA Awards are just a few hours away, but in just a few minutes, we are announcing not one but 2 of them right here on GMA. It's our own mini CMA Awards right here in downtown Nashville, and we cannot wait to see who will take home that gorgeous statue. Guys?
all right, we can't wait to hear, Lara. Thank you so much for that. And also ahead, Princess Kate giving her first speech since her cancer diagnosis on a cause close to her heart.
First, look at the top stories breaking today. We start with the new forecast about Thanksgiving holiday travel. It's expected to shatter records. Transportation correspondent Gio Benitez has all the details. Good morning, Gio.
Hey, George, good morning. Yeah, it's been getting busier and busier after year, and now we're looking at another record breaker here. Okay, so we told you on Monday here that AAA is expecting nearly 82 million travelers. That's nearly 2 million more than last year. Now the airlines are giving us their predictions, and here's what we're looking at. United is looking at right here, we have 6.6 million customers expected starting tomorrow and November 2nd, all the way through that. That's 300,000 more than last year. Bookings went up by 15% right after the shutdown ended. American Airlines also seeing an increase. Take a look at the busiest travel day, though. It is expected to be the Sunday after Thanksgiving. That's the busiest day for United and American as well. More than 3.2 million seats scheduled to fly domestically, according to aviation analytics company Cirium. Now, my biggest tip for travelers here is to schedule that first flight of the day or as early as possible, because even before the shutdown, it's those afternoon and evening flights that can get really tricky as delays pile up. Make sure you have the airline's app on your phone, so get that alert there. You can get that very, very quickly and get those changes made quickly as well for free on your own route.
Free, that's the key there,
That's
free.
right.
All right, Gio, thank you. Now to popular gaming platform Roblox, announcing its rollout of a new feature meant to help keep kids safe. Becky Worley joins us now with those details. Good morning, Becky.
Good morning, Robin. Roblox, more than 150 million people use the gaming platform every day, and it is hugely popular with kids. Now the company announcing a new safety feature to make chat on the platform safer for children. As of today, you can choose to verify your child's age using the company's facial age estimation tool. Now the process analyzes the child's face and makes a rough estimate of how old they are, and then starting in January, users can only talk to other age-verified players who are roughly the same age. That age check will be mandatory starting in 2026. The company being hit with at least 35 lawsuits alleging Roblox failed to protect minors from online predators. In a previous statement responding to one of those lawsuits, Roblox told ABC News, "It is deeply committed to child safety. Our policies are purposefully stricter than those found on many other platforms." And I have to say, I tried the technology out last summer, and I do think it's an important safety tool for kids who are using Roblox. And interestingly, I think it will push other platforms to do more to protect their youngest and most vulnerable users, Michael.
Definitely, Becky. Definitely need to protect the kids. We really appreciate that. Thank you for bringing that to us. We're going to go now to a royal return. Princess Kate gave her first public speech since announcing her cancer diagnosis last year, turning attention to a cause important to her. Chief International Correspondent Jane Longman joins us from London with more. It's good to see her back out there, Jane. Good morning.
Good morning, Michael. Yeah, the Princess of Wales has kept a low profile since her cancer diagnosis, with only occasional appearances. But she used this first major step back into public life to shine a light on the issue she cares most about, the well-being of young children.
Good morning, everybody, and thank you very much for being here today.
The Princess of Wales' first speech since her cancer diagnosis on the topic perhaps closest to her heart.
My passion and the work of the Centre for Early Childhood stems from one essential truth: that the love we feel in our earliest years fundamentally shapes who we become and how we thrive as adults.
Early childhood quickly became Kate's focus when she entered the public eye. And for this summit, she gathered CEOs from around the world, appealing to them to make work more family-friendly.
As business leaders, you'll face the daily challenge of finding the balance between profitability and having a positive impact. But the two are not and should not be incompatible.
Arguing that making those crucial early years better is, in fact, good business.
At the Centre for Early Childhood, we believe that we must do all we can to create the conditions for love to flourish. That is how we invest in our future.
She doesn't make very many speeches. It's not something that historically has come naturally to her, but I think that showed how important this issue is to her, that she made her first speech in 2 years and that she really wanted to be heard on this subject because it's something that's so important to her.
And Kate also urged more focus on what she called time and tenderness rather than only productivity and success. A lesson for all of us, maybe. Guys.
Yeah, big lesson for all of us. Jane, thank you. And coming up in our GMA Morning Menu, how groceries here in the U.S. differ from those abroad. What's really in American staples like ketchup and sliced bread? Dr. Sutton is here to explain.
Also, the growing trend of spending less money when hanging out with friends.
Plus, it's a special Deals and Steals this morning because look at that. Tori is not alone. She's brought along the great founders of all these great brands and cannot wait to chat with all of them. And Lara is in Nashville ahead of the CMA Awards tonight. Hey there, Lara.
And why are you not with me, Miss Robin? I am in the heart of Music City, down on Broadway at a bar called Honky Tonk Central. Woo! Hello there. So many talented artists have played the bars down here, and those who have made it to the big time, we're talking the best of the best. They will be celebrated tonight, and we will have a behind-the-scenes look at country music's biggest night coming up right here, guys.
And we are back with our GMA cover story. A look at how American groceries are different from those abroad when it comes to the quality of ingredients. It comes on the heels of a new warning from a top research journal about the public health threat from ultra-processed foods. Our medical correspondent, Dr. Darian Sutton, here with the story. Good morning, Dr. Sutton.
Good morning. So that warning from a group of experts, a panel of experts looking at the research and finding an association between ultra-processed foods and increased risk of serious health conditions and even early death. We're talking about turkey bacon, deli meat, potato chips. These factory-made items and products are made with processed ingredients, refined ingredients, as well as additives, and little to no whole foods. And we're finding out that they comprise over 70% of grocery store shelves. Maggie and I take you inside of an American grocery store, as well as one in Europe, to see how products here compare to those abroad. Take a look.
Shopping the grocery aisles with the rise of ultra-processed foods means navigating a long list of ingredients and questions about additives, which have become a big part of the U.S. diet. Close to 70% of the U.S. food supply has them. Behind the majority of the food that you find in the supermarket are ingredients that are carefully engineered to alter the color, the texture, and the taste that make processed foods far more appealing than the food that we see every day that comes from the ground. In the U.S., the Food and Drug Administration abides by the GRAS principle, which stands for Generally Recognized as Safe. So through generally recognized as safe, companies are able to skip over some of the processes of safety in order to get additives.
They skip almost over all of them.
However, in Europe, a product or additive must be proven safe before it hits grocery stores.
Checking out the yogurts.
Maggie Rulli went shopping in a grocery store in France, on the hunt to find products that we would normally find here in the United States.
So I actually just found this in this French store. It's American-style sandwich bread. They still have quite a few ingredients. This isn't like you're going to the boulangerie here in Paris and it's only 4, but it still only has around 8 ingredients.
In America, sliced bread is generally considered ultra-processed, as are other American staples. The products in this cart are the things that would get me excited as a kid. We've got some bread, some breakfast cereal, and even some cake for later on.
We spend less than 10% of our income on food, lower than any other country. Their choices send the signal to companies that taste, cost, and convenience are the primary things.
And what about the American classic, ketchup?
Over here in France, the ingredients are tomatoes, vinegar, sugar, salt, herb extract, and spice.
Made a little different, added ingredients such as corn syrup. Then the debate about food dyes, handled much differently in the U.S. versus Europe.
Look at these colors. They're all more muted. And it's because they don't use the same type of food dyes. They're just either not allowed over here or they're so heavily regulated they're not used.
Mars Inc., the company that owns M&M's, tells ABC News that in 2026, products made without food, drug, and cosmetic colors will be available in the United States across gum, fruity confection, and chocolate candy from several of our iconic brands. Not all ultra-processed foods are made the same. You know, you have to pick and choose, weigh the risks and the benefits. But Maggie, you spend a lot of time abroad. You got some insight into who really has the power to change what's on our plates.
Exactly. You know, the first time I compared the same exact product, right? We're looking at the same candies, the same ketchup as you guys just saw, and you notice there are actual differences. The colors, they look different even though they're in the same exact packaging. Now, some of those differences are due to things like regulations, like we noted, but as we saw in France, some simply do because people are demanding higher quality ingredients, which means that Americans, we can all demand the same. And if you take a look at your plate at the grocery store, we also can say we want higher quality ingredients even in our packaged foods.
So is the corn syrup and ketchup to make it sweeter?
Essentially, and again, it's based off of what the consumers want. And so when we make these choices, that ends up and leads to the choices that are made on grocery stores.
Well, that's what they say, but when I've tested the two, like the super sweet ketchup in the U.S. and the natural no sugar ketchup, I like the natural one better.
Really?
But I'm tired of being told that I like the other one.
And as we say, when you go to Europe and you eat, you come back like, I'm not waiting, I eat more. Now we know why.
Process you want over there.
All the processed stuff.
And we're learning it's not in your head. We're learning it's actually in the food.
Wow. I say we move to Europe for our own health. Who's coming with me?
Just me? You and I.
He's already there.
But can we see more of this? Can we see more of this, Dr. Sutton?
Yeah, tonight at 8 p.m., ABC Live Prime
and Hulu. We're excited to show you all and to educate ourselves and to learn a little bit more.
I love that gut check.
Yeah.
Gut check. The foods we eat. Thank you both.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
You can take them with you. You can take them back. You can come back.
I'm going
I'm
first.
staying. I'm staying.
Don't tempt me. All right. Well, thank you both for that. Appreciate you. Now we're going to go to the high cost of hanging out and the growing trend of spending less money when making plans with friends. Rebecca Jarvis is back with that story. Hey, Rebecca.
Hey, Michael. Yeah, I feel this so strongly. A lot of people are stretched right now. You don't need to spend money, though, to feel like you are a part of a community, to make friends, to be with the people you love. Take a look at this.
Has anyone noticed that friendships are becoming very expensive? You know?
It's a growing conversation.
Being broke is not a personal failing. It is
This TikTok by creator Kendra Austin going viral, viewed over 6.8 million times, bringing to light the financial stress that can surround social plans.
For many, many years, I appeared to be a really terrible friend because I was super flaky, because I was broke.
Sharing her story has inspired many, like Allie Clark from Indiana.
I'm so glad that Kendra made this video.
Who hit a rough patch after being laid off from her writing job.
I really pride myself on being someone who loved to go out, loved to hang out with my friends. But when I experienced that shift in my finances, I realized that there was a bit of friction with how I was gathering and connecting with my friends.
She found it hard at first to bring it up to her friends.
If this were to ever happen again, it would be something that I would have more confidence in speaking on, because I understand that these things can happen to anybody and they're also not permanent.
Financial experts say many are now opting for cheaper social plans.
I'm seeing that across a lot of different age groups and a lot of different stages of life, that we would rather feel more equipped for our financial future than frivolous spending.
Allie now helps others find connections through Black Girl Playground.
So we do walks that are free, and we offer different alternatives to gatherings that you don't have to blow your pockets to meet new people. My guarantee is that if you come alone, you won't leave alone.
I love that. You should not leave alone. And job loss, financial struggle, they can be so isolating. And this is saying, I will not retreat. I am spending time with friends, not spending money, meeting new people. And there are so many ways you can do this. There's game nights, book clubs, volunteering together. Check your local churches, synagogues, and temples. They often host free events for young professionals. Guys, bookshops often have free events. Museums have free events. And you can make it kind of fun to find the free thing that you're all going to together.
Right. Yeah. It's kind of calling it cool. Like, just hang out at home with your friends.
Right. And what did COVID stop that? I feel like people don't go to your house anymore.
People did become more isolated, and that's part of this. You want to spend time together. Community is really important, especially in a situation like this.
I know Robin's wondering what I'm thinking. You know what I'm thinking, Robin? You gotta be like me. Just get broke friends. So you all just gotta stay in the house. You know what I'm saying?
I'm your friend, Michael. I'm broke.
We are just hours away from country music's biggest night, the 59th annual CMA Awards. Lara is in Nashville with a behind-the-scenes look at how Lainey Wilson is gearing up for the big show. Good morning to you again, Lara.
Good morning, Robin, and I know you just love her, and how could you not? 3 women have hosted the CMA Awards in the past by themselves. Well, 2 in the past. It was Dolly, it was Reba, and now it's Lainey Wilson. That is some pretty legendary company to be in. And Lainey tells me that she's in that sweet spot of nerves, focus, and excitement for her big moment tonight.
So put me up, double shot of whiskey.
It's time for the yearly celebration of country music's biggest stars.
Hosted by your girl, Lainey Wilson.
Yes, she is. Lainey Wilson taking center stage, hosting the 59th annual CMA Awards.
Are you busy?
I'm never too busy for you.
Thank you.
Please, come on inside.
Thank you. Oh my goodness, this is like really happening.
I mean, they're like
this is
in
real
it right now.
Last year, Lainey hosted alongside Luke Bryan and Peyton Manning.
I'm the peacemaker between these two.
The piece of advice that I took from them last year was they just didn't take themselves too serious.
Yeah.
Which they never do. They never do.
We know.
But this time, she's on her own, following in the cowboy boots of the great Dolly Parton and Reba McEntire.
This is good.
Yeah, you look good in it.
Thank you. So do you.
You do.
We've seen the hats.
Yes.
Will we see bell bottoms? It feels right. It's you.
you're going to see bell bottoms.
Big ones?
Bell bottoms in all shapes and sizes and colors.
Wilson is the first woman to host the CMAs since Reba did it back in 1991.
But things sure move fast in this business when you're loaded with talent.
I texted Reba and I was like, all right, since I'm doing this thing solo this year, I said, if you could give me some advice, what is it?
She gave you a lot of advice.
Oh,
you
she's
thought she'd give you one or two?
Yes. I was like, I said,
nuggets.
one piece, girl. I said, one piece of advice. She gave me a list. Make sure the script is in your own words. Deliver it how you want to deliver it. She said, but most importantly, have fun. And she's just full of wisdom.
Lainey Wilson!
Lainey has had quite the journey at the CMA Awards, winning Best New Artist in 2022, and ever since, it's been a whirlwind. A win for Entertainer of the Year in 2023, an engagement, acting roles, and now she's just finished her Whirlwind World Tour.
So when you were a little girl watching the CMA Awards, could you have ever imagined that you'd be walking onto this stage right now?
Honestly, I just got the leg chills.
Tonight, in addition to hosting, Lainey is nominated in 6 categories, and she'll perform twice.
I'm doing one called Ring Finger that's on my Whirlwind record, except this song is a sassy song. It's I got the ring and he got the finger.
So this one is not about Duck.
This ain't about Duck.
Your fiancé.
It's not about Duck, but it shows a side of me that maybe I don't get to show all the time.
So when you look out in that audience, are there certain people that you'll lock eyes with to say?
Of course. I always lock eyes with Miranda Lambert, for sure. I do. Like, she's kind of like my country music big sister. Miranda, right here.
Oh, she's right here.
So she's right here.
Kelsey,
Yeah.
Luke. Wow, did I make it to the main section?
You better be in the main section.
Wait, there's me in yellow.
Oh, there you are right there.
Okay, do you know those guys?
Yep, I do.
Anything I should know or do or bring?
Shabuzi is a good time.
Yeah.
So you better be ready to have a good time. Like he will hype everybody up.
Oh, and I am ready. As you just saw that placeholder for my seat, I do get to present tonight. I'm doing Male Vocalist of the Year. It's an amazing category. No idea who will win because all the artists are just so good. But what I do know and what I can tell you is the winners of not one but 2 CMA Awards right now, because we have the honor of presenting them right here on GMA. And the first category that we are announcing the winner of is Musical Event of the Year. The nominees are, Don't Mind If I Do, Riley Green with Ella Langley, Hard Fought Hallelujah, Brandon Lake with Jelly Roll, I'm Gonna Love You, Cody Johnson with Carrie Underwood, Pour Me a Drink, Post Malone with Blake Shelton, and You Had to Be There, Megan Maroney with Kenny Chesney. Rick from Deloitte is here. We are very official here on Good Morning America. Thank you very much. And the winner of the CMA for Musical Event of the Year goes to Pour Me a Drink, Post Malone featuring Blake Shelton, produced by Louis Bell and Charlie Handsome. Congratulations, guys. All right, one more CMA to announce right here on GMA, and that is for Music Video of the Year. And the nominees are I'm Gonna Love You, Cody Johnson with Carrie Underwood, Lainey Wilson singing Somewhere Over Laredo, Think I'm in Love with You, Chris Stapleton, and You Look Like You Love Me, Ella Langley and Riley Green. Rick, may I please have the envelope? Thank you, sir. And the winner of Video of the Year is You Look Like You Love Me. That's Ella Langley and Riley Green, directed by Ella Langley, John Park, and Wales Tony. Congratulations to all of the winners of these CMAs. More to come tonight on ABC.
Welcome back to GMA, live from New York City.
And tomorrow, comedian Sebastian Maniscalco will be here, fresh off his record-breaking tour. He's been called the hottest comic in America. Jerry Seinfeld opened for him in Madison Square Garden. But right now, let's go to Robin.
All right, because Tori Johnson is here now with special deals and steals, bringing along the founders of all these great brands. So wonderful to have each and every one of you here with us. Let's get to
Starting
it.
with Greek royalty. This is seriously my Greek royalty here. George, I know, George he understands all about Greek royalty. Co-founder of one of our favorite skincare brands, made in Greece for 30 years, clean formulas, but you're bringing us how to get that recipe for the iconic Greek glow.
Exactly, yes, all the way from Greece, myself and everything you see here. So the Greek glow is our signature routine, very easy, 3-step. Greek yogurt foam and cleanser, we start with this one. And then velvet skin drink from a Santorini grape line.
Can I try a little bit of
Yeah. There you go.
Ooh.
And this is the Ultimate Glow Serum, and we finish with our Santorini Grade Poreless Skin Cream. You seal everything in, and the skin is glowing.
And your skin is glowing.
Oh, it's already glowing.
I mean, when that is on your face, you are good to go. It's all you need, and every single thing is 50% off plus free shipping.
This is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to put it on my face because it looks so good on my hand.
It looks so good, exactly. All right, so we're going from the goddess over here of skincare to the goddess of nail care. Olive and June, named after two grandmas who really taught you about high standards and heart, and that's what goes into every product. And you enable millions of people to skip the nail salon and do their nails at home.
Thank you.
We do. Yay! Well, we're your best friend for all things nails.
Okay.
We have everything you need to get a salon quality manicure right from your couch while you're watching your favorite TV show, GMA.
Thank you.
We have polish, we have press-ons, we have gel, we have everything, cuticle care, everything you need, and it comes out to about $2 a manicure.
That's it?
Yes, and it doesn't chip or pop off. We have the longest-lasting formulas on the market.
I think what you're missing that we also have some pretty notable fans that use this regularly.
Drop some names here.
Selena Gomez, Kylie Kelsey.
I feel like Kylie Kelsey is really the one because a busy mom. So when a busy mom uses something, you know it's good. Busy Mom 2 over here. This SC is my color. I'm wearing it. Sal told me that one of my nails needed a little extra shine, so I put on the top coat and
on air.
Yeah. And it dried super fast. So these three, if you guys get nothing else, these three all 50% off from Olive and June. You will not be sorry. It is amazing. All right, we are going to the hair care visionary. You guys all know Dry Bar. Allie Webb started Dry Bar, but now you've moved on to giving us something to help us get flawless hair super easy.
Well, quicker hair, right? I mean, I was always the blowout girl, always had the perfect hair, but I just felt like in my older age, like I wanted to embrace the messy, my natural texture. So like today, it's basically two products in my hair. It's our Rough Dry Cream and our Instant Silk Revival Spray, because I really wanted to give women permission to let their hair be a little more natural, embrace their hair, because we're all like shooting for this perfection that's not real, and so these products like instantly transform your hair, give you like free.
Plus, it smells really good.
So you can like
right
spray some of your hair.
Please.
Instant Silk Revival.
It smells
so
good.
It instantly makes your hair
it's like
silky,
a little
smooth, and you just don't have to do a lot when you're getting ready. So speaking of busy moms, it like helps you get out of the house really quickly.
Thank
you.
Messy.
Embrace the
Life's
messy.
Embrace the messy, especially today.
There
you go. All 50% off. That's all 50% off. Okay, Octavia.
Oh, excuse me.
Registered nurse working specifically with a vulnerable population in hospice care, knowing the importance of putting only clean, non-toxic things on your body, especially because of the people you're around. First woman of color to have a prestige fragrance line in Ulta. Let's give it some sprays here.
Of course. So we're here with our best sellers. The first one up is Dark Rose. It's a bold, sexy fragrance. And one thing about our fragrances, although they're clean,
so good.
They last 3 to 5 hours.
But it's not overpowering.
It's very beautifully balanced.
Wow.
A really beautiful, sexy rose. And then we also have our other bestseller, which is Vanilla and Supreme. This is a creamy, luxurious vanilla. Very grown up, but great for layering.
And very grown up.
Yeah.
I like that.
You can't go wrong with any of these.
Oh my gosh.
The packaging's beautiful,
And
the
they're
fragrance
beautiful.
is phenomenal, and it's all 50% off.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for the work that you do
I
as a
love
nurse.
it.
Thank you. This is
all
great.
right, Flouse. Robin, you and I know Flouse.
Sam's all over this.
Shark
he loves
Tank,
this.
brand new on the Oprah's Favorite Things list.
Oh, yeah.
My daily routine.
Thank you so much. Well, as we all know, flossing for some people is the worst step in the daily routine. And it was for me as well. And so that's why I worked with the top dentist to invent Flouse, the award-winning electric flosser. This is the electric toothbrush of flossing. It uses up to 18,000 sonic vibrations to make flossing quicker, easier, and more comfortable, so you're more likely to do it.
So you want to do it every day.
So you want to do it every day. Feel these vibrations.
It's super easy.
Gentle, right?
Gentle.
This is the go-to gift. Not just only Oprah says it, I'm telling you too, all 50% off.
Yes.
Wow.
Thank you.
And then finally, all right, step over here so we can get a look at these socks.
Wow.
Because Mary knows that socks should be the focal point of your outfit.
Yes, we are known for our funky and elegant fashion socks in whimsical prints and bold colors on sheer fabric. There are over 30 styles to choose from.
Yes.
And they have a reinforced cotton toe and heel.
Oh, that's
so
important.
they're
Yes.
not as
They're
delicate as you
fashionable.
think. They add the perfect pop to your outfits.
This was a Shark Tank favorite of mine. These are phenomenal. They will be the highlight of your gifting. All 50% off. Every option starts at $9.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, ladies, all very, very much. You did a great job with your elevator pitch, gotta say. But wait, there's more because you know those holiday windows that we have,
we do
right,
have those
Tori?
holiday windows. You guys can save 50% off every brand in our beautiful holiday windows. We've got knitwear and bags from Panache Apparel, that convenient blend quick portable blender, plus 47 other brands. All 50% off.
Oh, thank you to these companies and their fabulous founders as well. Back at you. You've just scanned the QR code that is there on your screen or head to gmadeals.com to check out the products.
Now, with Zootopia 2 gearing up to roar into theaters 1 week from today, and ahead of the premiere, Grammy-winning singer Shakira sat down with our Janae Norman to chat all about returning to the franchise and a lot more. Good morning.
A lot more. Good morning, guys, because she has got so much going on. For instance, on Saturday, in 3 days, she'll be back on her award-winning tour performing in Santiago, Chile. She is Billboard's global touring icon, and the Grammy winner is also Gazelle, the hip-shaking pop star in Zootopia 2.
Come on, get on up. We're wild and we can't be tamed. And we're turning the floor into a zoo.
She's the international sensation, bringing the fierce to the Zootopia dance floor again.
You have a lot going on. Really?
A busy gazelle.
Yeah. Shakira reprising her role as pop star Gazelle, a part that is all too familiar for her.
You're also in the middle of your tour. It's a huge tour. You just won the Billboard Global Touring Icon Award, and you're in the Guinness Book of World Records now because, I want to get this right, the highest grossing female Latin tour of all time.
That's crazy.
Is it? Does that feel crazy to you?
You know what's crazy? That at this point in the game, I feel like I'm just starting. I have the best fans in the world and they make me feel so inspired, and it's been amazing. We've performed in front of 2.5 million people so far. I really feel fortunate, you know, have had a really long career, almost 30 years.
The mom of two teaming up with Ed Sheeran and music producer Blake Slatkin to co-write the film's original song, Zoo.
Now being a part of Zootopia 2, 10 years later, getting to share it with your boys in a whole new way. What does it mean to you to be back a part of this incredible movie?
I just couldn't believe that Disney called me again for Zootopia 2. This is one of their biggest movies.
Yeah.
And so I felt, you know, the challenge and a big responsibility to come up with something that was up to the task.
I know you said you were excited when Disney called again, but were you nervous? Because Try Everything was everything. I mean, it's been streamed nearly 3 billion times.
I wanna try everything, I wanna try even though I could fail.
It was huge with the first movie, so did you feel nervous about going into doing it a second time?
I mean, I definitely felt the responsibility that it entailed, but I wasn't that nervous. I felt in good company with Disney. They really gave me the license to just explore. And then with the video.
The music video, a lot of that was your idea, right?
Yeah. We started out 8 p.m. at night and finished like at 9 a.m. the next day.
Oh my gosh, you just powered through.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just wearing those horns. Only reason we are here is to celebrate.
You play a gazelle, but you were ultimately Mama Bear. Even when you've got so much going on, what does it mean to you to be able to share that with your boys and to make that a priority?
Well, they're my everything. We have a really close relationship. They tell me everything. They were babies in Zootopia 1, and right now they're a lot older, so they're very active, participating, and they have lots of opinions, like their mother. So I consulted with them many aspects, you know, from Gazelle's outfits to the music. And we're turning the floor into a zoo.
So as for saying that she feels like she's just getting started, she says it's the dedication of her fans that makes her feel so inspired and confident in her craft to try new music and explore new genres. So nearly 3 decades in, guys, she says she's just getting started. Yeah. As for Zootopia 2, that's in theaters nationwide next Wednesday, November 26th.
She has been through so much, and to see her doing as well as she is,
right?
wow.
She is on top right now.
She said 30 years. I said, what?
I know, but
she looks 26.
Exactly. Yes.
So I don't know how that happened.
And George, during the piece, you were saying she's got this massive fan base.
Huge.
People just love her.
Love her. And deserved.
Good job, Janae, as always.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. And we'll hear from Zootopia star Jason Bateman on Friday, right here on GMA.
Let's talk a little mental health. Now to some of the top athletes in the world stepping up their game to help people prioritize our mental health. More than 60% of adults say they have trouble asking for help. And if it's 60% that say it, you bet it's more.
There's nothing like celebrating a big play. The world's top athletes know it takes a lot of hard work to win. But now, we're celebrating something bigger than sports. They stay on top of their game physically and mentally.
You're training your mind as much as you're training your body.
That's the message these Titans are sharing together.
Grateful for the highs, grateful for the lows.
I am talented, healthy, and strong.
The best is yet to come.
Including NBA All-Star Karl Anthony Towns, Olympic gold medalist Chloe Kim, and U.S. men's national team captain Tim Ream.
We all go through ups and downs. It's important that we're able to recognize those and talk about those with everybody.
It's part of a new PSA from the Ad Council, encouraging everyone to prioritize their mental health.
Love your mind. Love your mind.
Love your mind.
Our research shows that, sadly, 62% adults in our country self-identify as struggling with their mental health. And the real issue is less than half are actually getting help. So collaborations like this go a long way towards breaking down stigma, breaking down barriers, and creating a society where people feel like it's more open and accepting when it comes to sharing your mental health struggles.
I think the misconception as athletes is that everything is always looks so perfect and you have everything going for you. Injuries play a big part in athletic careers. And whenever you have an injury, it can be a really down moment. It can be a really down period of time in your life and in your career.
As part of the campaign, the Love Your Mind Playbook will provide guidance and resources for taking care of mental health.
It's important to love your mind as we do the symbol of the heart with the hand and then pointing to your head. And it's just a reminder that our minds are important and the most important to take care of.
Love your mind. Your mind.
Your mind.
That's such a great way to express it. Love your mind, love your mind. All right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Awesome. Coming up, a real-time transformation. So, Robin, here's my question.
Okay.
How do I get that salon look in less than an hour? All right. we're gonna show you what we're doing.
I'll do the trumpet. I don't know.
Welcome back. We are back now with a hairstylist to the stars, sharing his secrets. This segment is sponsored by L'Oreal Paris, and they have teamed up with the one and only Dimitris Dianetos as their expert spokesperson and official celebrity colorist. He has worked with so many celebrities, including Kim Kardashian, Eva Longoria, Demi Moore. The list just goes on, and you are joining us now. We are so happy to have you with us.
Thank you. I'm blushing. Thanks for your good words.
Well, we know that going to a salon, it is a luxury, right? It can take a lot of time, a lot of money, but you have a way for viewers to get that look and the quality from home without the commitment and price tag.
Easy and fast. That's why L'Oreal comes with Preference, the most amazing color. Gives all the shine you want, all the dimension you want. You literally have salon results at home, just in 30 minutes.
Oh, the time is very attractive to me.
I know, and lasts up to 9 weeks without fading. I'm telling you, it's game changer.
Okay, you have a transformation to show us this morning. A lot of people want to go darker with their hair color as the temperatures drop. So Rachel, a L'Oreal Paris employee, wanted to change up her look for winter. That is the before picture of Rachel. And Dimitris, you worked your magic, and we are ready to see her new look. Rachel, please come on out. Yeah.
Okay, Rachel.
That is a transformation.
Right?
Dimitris, you did this right here
Wow.
in our makeup rooms, and it took less than an hour. Take us through the process.
Wow, it's so easy. Like literally everything, all the instructions is in the box. They make it so easy. L'Oreal, my family. You're gonna start by mixing the color gel with a developer is in the bottle. Shake it very well away from the face, and then start applying the color from the roots to the tip. Make sure you're gonna massage very well so the color gets saturated like roots to tips. And if you have gray hairs, like just target the gray hair, go first there, let it process, and then finish the rest of your hair.
My goodness.
25 minutes, then wash. Like you have to see the water to be clear. Once the water is clear,
It's
you
out.
know it's out.
Rachel, I'm telling you, up close, it's so shiny and beautiful. How do you feel?
At the shine.
I love it. I feel like I just went to the salon and it was so easy.
Awesome. Okay, so Dimitris, what are some other top tips for coloring hair at home, if we've missed any?
Top tips. Don't try to do something so drastic. Like I would stick like around 2 shades darker or 2 shades lighter. So, and you can see the results you're gonna have from your natural color in the back of the box.
Got it.
For the stains you have, like some people get stains in the forehead, you're like, how can I avoid that? Just use the Shine and Protect from Preference conditioner you're gonna find in.
And it will take right out.
Some around the edges.
Oh, so it doesn't hit you.
So
Okay.
even the color goes there, is not gonna stain.
Awesome. But thank you so much, Rachel, Dimitris.
course.
Thank you we love a transformation. For more styling tips, you can go to GMA's social pages.
We can't wait to watch Lainey Wilson tonight.
Oh, yes.
And Lara Spence is going to be a presenter of the amazing CMA Awards tonight here on ABC.